Alright guys, welcome back. So in this video we're going to try to actually make the player to log in when they pick a lobby there. A few things we need to make sure that we change here before this is actually going to work. The problem is that even we are setting the session name in here, but this is an arbitrary data. Right? The actual session name is this one, which is still fun session, so that has to be replaced by the session name. Okay, and then to string. Okay, and I'm not sure why this is not auto-completed for some reason, but we'll be fine, I think. That's good. Session, when we're creating the session, yes, when we're funding a session, fund session complete. We are doing, yeah, that's good. And join session complete. Yeah, so we need to join the session with the correct naming here as well. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, this is not happy because this one actually requires a name. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Alrighty. So another thing we need to add, of course, is going to be a button here in the lobby menu here, right? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go maybe copy that and put that in here. Okay, and then I'm going to call this guy join lobby button. And the join lobby button, of course, in here in the native construct, first thing you want to do is to add a dynamic. That's ampersand u menu column join session join lobby button clicked. Oh, clicked. Okay. Alrighty, then before we, after we do that, we can also need to have a arrow there on clicked. Dot. Then we also want to make the join lobby button to be disabled in the first place. The reason we want to do that is because we don't want the people to join if they don't have anything selected. Okay. Alrighty, now join lobby button clicked. Let's go ahead and make a U function for that. Void join lobby button clicked. Okay, so in this function we need to actually ask the game instance to join the lobby, but which lobby, right? If you look at here, you can see we're actually saying that we have an index that we know that's the index of the search result that we want to join. So it becomes very clear that if we have the game instance, we'll ask the game instance to join the lobby with an index as our parameter. So game inst join lobby by search results index, and then we'll pass in our selected lobby entry index. Okay, now we don't have that function. Okay, one thing I want to do here is that when we're having a lobby entry selected, we want to make sure that our lobby join lobby button set is enabled. To be really careful about this, if the selected lobby entry index is not equals to -1, then we do this. Did I give it? Yeah, I did give it a negative value there. If after the assignment we're not -1 anymore, that's when we can join the lobby. So join lobby button set is enabled will be equals to true now. And then let's make sure that also the entries, right, are having a default value of -1 for the lobby index. Alrighty, now back here we just need to implement that function. So let's go to the game instance and then make the function void join lobby button search result index int index, and then let's go there, and then we need to make sure that the index is actually in range. So if index is bigger or equal to 0, and also the index is smaller than the search results, search settings, session search is our variable there. Session search dot search results, or arrow search result dot num has to be smaller than that, means we're in range, right? We need to just find the one and join them. Okay. The joining session part, do we have any there? Join session, we don't have that here now. So I guess we need to redo that. Let's change that. If it is smaller than arrow, or it is bigger or equal to the number we return, right? So that we're just looking at the other possible wrong ways, right? So now if we have the session pointer, we ask the session pointer to log in. Not log in, join session. And then here we need to figure out the variables. So the first one is the local number name, session name, when to get our search result. Session search, to figure out what that is. Let me do just an auto, because I'm kind of lazy. Constant auto reference, search results will be equals to session search results, and then we pass in the index. Okay, now we can just say fstring session name equals to get session name and we pass in our search results. Okay, now we can pass in the session name in there. It's a f name, so we need to initialize it from the string. The last thing is the search results, so there. Oh, and then we're good. Okay. Alrighty, so hopefully when that's actually we're able to reach here, right, we'll actually jump into the join session complete, and then we just go log in. We just go join in, right? That should be it. So let's go ahead and close the editor, and then we recompile it, and we need to actually add in the button, and then we can test. Okay, so a few things that need to be really careful about is the session name here. This is actually the way you can identify the search result you're finding there. Very important with that correct session name. Before we're using an empty string because this one should have been empty there. But now since we are setting in our code, right, we're trying to join session here with the name that we retrieved from that arbitrary data. It has to be all set up the same in the creation and in the join. Alrighty, so let's take a look at that. WPP my menu should have an arrow now. We just need to add in the missing button. So we're just dragging the button in there to here. And oh, before I do that, let me wrap this thing around with a vertical box. And lobby scroll box should be filled, and then we drag in a button to the vertical box. That's right. And then the button will have a name, join button, join lobby button, and have a text. And let me just name that text, or change the text to join. That should be it. Let me compile and save this, and then I can safely close the editor, and then we can test it with our launch game. Let me launch 2 instances and log them in. Alright, now I have 2 instances all logged in. You can see now the join button should be gray at the moment. Let me go create a session here, my awesome lobby, and then create session. I'll have the session there, and then I'm loading very nicely. Alrighty. Now let's switch to the other one, fun session. I should be able to see my awesome lobby there. Let me click on it. Now it's selected, and let me click on join. Okay, now you can see Yes, we're in here and we can see the other person there. Yes, so now we're able to log in properly, and then we're able to not log in but find the lobby properly, right? And then able to actually join the lobby we select. All right, awesome. That'll be this video really quick. And the next one, we're gonna actually try to create an actual lobby instead of a gameplay already, and then we'll make the player to be able to pick a different character to play in the lobby, and then we launch the game from the server side. I will do that in the next video. Okay, see you guys next time.